What up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. So here to preview the Green Bay Packers at the Denver Broncos this coming Sunday. Got some news to cover before we get on into this preview. Like Aaron Jones looks like he may have a potential return. Is Russell Wilson going to get benched at some point? Even we have a couple trade proposals for Jerry Jeudy. All that coming up. First off, let's start with, little news things. There's been a lot of rumors that the Broncos are going to fire Vance Joseph soon, is what they're saying. They're going to hire Rex Ryan to be the new defensive coordinator. Now, the thing is, I've never really heard of that, where a team fires a defensive coordinator early in the season, like even before halfway, then they hire a new defensive coordinator just off the streets. Like, I cannot recall a time where that has happened. Like, if Vance Joseph gets fired at some point, then it's going to be somebody on the team that replaces him. I almost guarantee that. So there's that. Been hearing about what else? Oh, Greg Dulcich. Well, looks like he might be heading back to IR. Came back from IR from the hamstring injury. Apparently, hamstring is re-injured, and now he's back. Which I had a feeling that they were kind of rushing him back, and I was like, well, they know best, right? Doesn't look like it in this situation. So apparently he is heading back for the IR, unfortunately. Hopefully he gets well soon. I think that's about it. I guess we'll go into a couple little notes in practice today on this Wednesday night. When this is uploaded, it'll probably be Thursday morning, hopefully. As long as the upload does not take forever. Got Baron Browning. He practiced, and he was actually full. So we might see a Baron Browning return, which he was awesome last year. I said he gave me flashes of Von Miller, but, being a little biased there. But, I think he's a good edge rusher for this team. So I'm excited for his potential return. Definitely be watching for that. Justin Simmons, Kareem Jackson, both limited. You had Dulcich, obviously. DMP might be going back on the IR. Hopefully not. And then Sean Payton said Russell Wilson will bounce back. That's to be seen. He's actually been having a quietly good season. He's been one of the few players on the team that's been consistent, except for last week against Kansas City. He was, he was nowhere to be found. That's an understatement, but look through the other notes here. I think that's about it. Okay. Let's get on into the injury report. So, sorry, trying to get to the thing here. Go with the Broncos. Basically said all the players on the injury report. Dulcich, DMP, Simmons, Jackson, limited, Browning, full, Cushenberry, and DJ Jones, full. That would be big to get DJ Jones back. Even though the defense played really good against Kansas City, it's good to have as much depth as you can on that D-line, because that D-line has been very disappointing this year. But coming off the probably the best performance, the best performance this season by the defense. Do we count the Raiders as the best performance by the defense? I don't know. Chiefs are a juggernaut. You held them to 19 points. I'd probably go with that. Packers injury report. They had a lot of limiteds. They had one DNP that was Devondre Campbell, ankle. Let's see. Zane Anderson limited Was that Elgton Jenkins, limited. Guard tackle. Aaron Jones, he was limited, but said he's feeling great. That's going to be a problem for the defense. Say it right now. If he plays, that's going to be a problem for the defense. Darnell Savage, limited. Eric Stokes, limited. Quay Walker, limited. And Devontae Wyatt is limited. So, yeah, it looks like they're a little banged up. But, you know, they only have one DMP. Same with the Broncos, which that DMP probably going to go on IR, unfortunately. Hamstring things, just, I don't know. Broncos and tight ends, just, it ain't it. It's they haven't had a good tight end since Owen Daniels. You know, Owen Daniels, he was solid. But, I don't know. We count Virgil Green. Is he solid? I don't know. And even if you want to go back before that, probably Julius Thomas. Julius Thomas is an awesome tight end. So that's the injury report. Let's look at the rosters here. So looking at the Packers roster, NFC team, don't really pay much attention to NFC teams. Obviously, don't have Aaron Rodgers, so that's a plus for us, I guess. Not really, but Jordan Love, you know, I think he had a really good start to the season, just what I've been hearing. But as of late, it seems like he's kind of, you know, sizzled out a little bit. I did watch the Packers at Raiders game. And, you know, if he plays like that against the Broncos, they actually might have a chance. Talk about the Broncos. I don't know. It just seemed like he was trying to force too many throws, you know. And, you know, he made some bad decisions there, especially at the end of the game when he threw the interception. I mean, he didn't need to do that. He didn't really need to take that shot. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, if they can make him uncomfortable and throw him off his game, I think they'll have a good chance to win this one. But Aaron Jones, you know, he's questionable coming back. A.J. Dillon, I believe he was the starter last week for them. So, but the Packers are coming off a long break. Right? Because they played Monday. And they haven't played since that Monday night game, if I'm correct. Could be wrong. But then, you know, we've had a little bit of a break, too. We've had 10 days off. I mean, the Packers had, you know, basically a bye week. Christian Watson, you know, he's actually been a pretty good receiver for them. Looking at the other ones here. I don't know the other ones. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I just do not watch a lot of NFC teams, a lot of other games. I mean, I did watch the Packers one, but, you know, what? They only scored like 14 points, I think. So, but the A.J. Dillon guy, he had a pretty good game against them. He's solid. Their line, you know, don't know any household names on their old line. But, I mean, when Rodgers was there, his line, you know, was actually pretty solid. Granted, maybe he made them look better than they actually are. Let's see. Defense, Kenny Clark, looking at their D-line, he's a really good D-lineman. They got TJ Slayton, my bad. Devontae Wyatt, he's questionable. Linebacker Preston Smith, whew, yeah, he is a beast. I see Justin Hollins, former Bronco. Former Broncos always seem to have big games. But he's listed as the third linebacker, so maybe he will play, maybe he won't. Devondre Campbell, he's good, questionable. With that Quay Walker, he's questionable as well. Got Eric Wilson backing him up, Isaiah McDuffie, so their linebackers core pretty good. And then Rashawn Gary, man, he's good too. You're gonna have to watch out for him. I was hearing his name a lot when they were playing last week against the Raiders as well. Cornerbacks, Jair Alexander, one of the best corners in the league. So him, Pat Surtain on the other side. Two great corners, you know. Those are going to be good matchups to watch there. Probably put Jair Alexander on Cortland Sutton. In PS2, he's probably going to guard Watson. have to guess. I think that's their number one. And then looking at the others, corners, looks like Rasul Douglas. I've heard his name. Heard he's all right. Eric Stokes looks like he's out. I've heard of him. We just talked about him on the injury report. He was limited, though. It says out. I don't know. Rudy Ford and then Darnell Savage are the safeties. Darnell Savage, I've heard him. He's pretty solid. So, the Packers have an all right team. They are 2-3. They are 2 losses less than Denver. They have one more win than Denver. Let's get into the 3 keys here. How the Broncos can get a win. First win of the season in the Mile High. 0-3 so far. Can you believe it? I can't. I mean, I didn't. All right, as I was saying before the camera died, the Broncos are underdogs at home. Can't believe I'm even saying that. Like, that is just insane. But unfortunately, it makes sense. Just how bad they have been this year. Looking at the offensive rankings, looks like the Packers are 28th overall in offense, 27th in rushing offense, 21st in passing offense, 13th in scoring offense. Score about 22.6 points per game. So, I mean, their offense isn't, too scary off of that. Denver's offense, though, they are 21st overall offense, 19th in rushing, 20th in pass offense, 17th in scoring offense, 21.5. The Packers' running defense is not the greatest. So, Broncos have like an average running game. Hopefully they can get the running game going in this one. Yes, I know we're 1-5. Okay, I still want the Broncos to win. I'm about a 1-8 away from being like, okay, it's time to, not care as much for a win and embrace a loss if it's gonna happen. I mean, I'm just not the fan that wants to lose. They do need to rebuild, but I want to win. I want to feel a good win. You know what I'm saying? So, defensive rankings. Green Bay is actually 17th in total defense. Like I said, 20th in rushing. Like I said, maybe hopefully we get the running game going. 9th in pass defense. Broncos could not pass the ball last week. And 22nd in scoring defense. Denver's defense, 32nd in total defense. I mean, it's not surprising. I'm pretty sure everybody knew that. 32nd in rushing defense. And they're going to probably get Aaron Jones back. So that's something to watch for. 30th in pass defense and 32nd scoring defense. So, yeah, they're just probably the worst defense, period. So, Packers, this might be a get-right game because it feels like every game for every team we played, it's been a get-right game. So, we'll have to watch out for that. I think the 3 keys, though, don't disappear on offense. Okay? Offense, doing their thing. They were playing about average, at least, at worst. Every game before the Chiefs game. Chiefs game comes, I think, just bad play called by Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, had to have a bad game on primetime. I feel like he is prone to having bad games on primetime since he's been a Bronco. And also, I guess, but wide receivers could not get open. The O-line blocked pretty bad, and then they abandoned the running game. So, this one, they're going to have to run the ball, I believe. I mean, Green Bay's weakness is, run defense. So I think they need to run the ball. And hopefully at that point they're able to open up the passing game because the Green Bay has a really good pass defense, as we mentioned. So, Javonte Williams, he's probably going to be back for this one. Like to see him. And Jaleel McLaughlin, split carries. Samaje Perine, he has just been struggling lately. He's had 2 turnovers in his past 2 games. I think he's a better receiving back, especially with the loaded running back room. like to see him get some more receiving plays. That'd probably be the first key. Second key, I mean, I hope the team comes out and just acts like they care about winning at home. I mean, the Broncos, or not the Broncos, but Justin Simmons, he came out and he's just like, we have not won at home this year. We want to get one for the fans. A lot of people were giving him crap. They're like, no, lose this game, please. Caleb Williams, Caleb Williams, Caleb Williams. But, I mean, I don't want to talk. It's just too early to be talking about that. I mean, later down the road in the season for like 3-14, yes, we can talk about that. But right now, I'm worried about winning games, so I'm trying to be positive. Even though a lot of Broncos country right now, not a positive feeling. So, hopefully, they just get the, passion back, get that heart back. Hopefully they can come out and, I want them to be angry, We're angry as a fan base. We need to win a game at home, okay? We cannot go, winless at home this season. It would be nice to get one. Especially against Green Bay, okay? I have a lot of friends that are Green Bay fans, so be nice to get one against them. And third key, go spend time with your family. Don't watch this game. I'm just kidding. For real, though, I mean, if, that's what your plans are, don't, miss that. I mean, that's actually way more important than this. But for real, the third key is just, I think the defense is going to have to, play another good game again, just like they did against Kansas City. Because, like I said, when teams play the Broncos, it's like a get-right game. Don't want this to be another get-right game. So, going to have to, play good again and hope that the Packers play like how they did against the Raiders. That's our hope. Do a score right here, and then I will talk about the Jerry Jeudy trade proposals. I'm going to take, my heart says pick the Broncos. You picked them in your preseason predictions. Just stick with it, right out with what you picked, because you picked it. My head saying something different. Can I do 2 predictions? I think this is the first video I'm going to do 2 predictions. I got to stick with one. Should I swap up? I was right last week. Said we'd lose. Okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going with my head on this one. I'm sticking with the heart, guys. I'm going Broncos 24-20. This could go bad. I expect it to go bad. I hope I'm right, though. I hope the Broncos get their first win at home this year. I'm going to go 24-20 Broncos. I mean, it's possible. They got to do everything I just said. If they don't do that, they're going to lose. But, all right, 3 trade proposals for Jerry Jeudy. We'll wrap it up here. First one, Carolina Panthers. And we get a second round back. We give them a 5th for 2024. A second round pick, that would not be bad. Next one, send them to the Niners. And we would get a 2024 second and third. That would be nice. Last one, give them to the Bills. Be a 2024 second and third. I don't want to get rid of Jerry Jeudy, but I just don't know if he's a rebuilding piece. I feel like he's more of a guy who wants to play on a contender, because that's all he's done in his career is win with Bama. I feel like, he's tired of the losing. But like I said, I don't want to get rid of him. I expect them to get rid of him. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed the vid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new on that. Stay safe, be good. Go Broncos. See you after the game on Sunday.